Good morning from Yami BTV. Wishing you all well. Sending plenty of love your way as usual. Now, I know some of you are going to say, don't bother saying it, don't bother apologising, but I will anyway, for the confusion on last night's live session. I don't mean to worry the ones that care about me, obviously, but I do wear my heart on my sleeve, and it was a confusing few days for me, especially when you're one of the last to find out that one of your besties and loved ones and your guardian angel has passed away. Yeah. But I've worked out now what the confusion was, if you get what I mean. This morning it clicked. I went to bed straight away last night, so at least the alcohol hasn't led to nothing else. So we start a new day and we go again. But I will be doing a tribute to Trace the Face, for Trace the Face, my guardian angel, because I loved her dearly. All right, so she's been with me for years and years. So I'm not going to say no more on the subjects. Now, the subject that I'm speaking about this morning, and there's one or two graphic pictures up in this that I've had blurred out on the thumbnail, right? And it is what happens when you get caught doing a crime, like robbing someone's house, and the owner catches you. Now, I've had first-hand experience of this, but not to the extent that took place on this one that I'm about to describe now. We look at it, as always, we could draw parallels with Fred Martin. I think his name was the one that shot the geezer that was trying to burgle his house, but this is something off the Richter scale, honestly. Is he right or is he wrong to defend his own property? Well, let me tell you. So this man has caught 4 men burgling his house. So he's caught them in the act, basically. What he decides to do, they've bumped into somebody that ain't playing around. This is what happens when you're doing bad things and causing misery on people's lives, because you have many great days when you're doing crime and you're getting money at the expense of other people's misery and thinking that you're the bee's knees and you've got a few quid and, you know, you can act this way and that way. But also, just like to remind you, it can really go badly wrong for you as well, not just by going to prison. You're going to meet a man or a person that just ain't going to have it. So this man catches him. One of these guys tries to jump over the balcony. He grabs him. He puts 2 men in the bath and he makes them start jumping around naked, squatting and doing that. He starts making them touch each other as well. Starts laughing at them all of them, yeah? There's blood on them, things like that. He also makes them start eating stuff. And how does that feel? Like, boom, you've bumped into a raving fucking lunatic, mate. But in reality, is he right to take the law into his own hands, if you get what I mean? I mean, I've got more things to go with this story, but I'm not going to put it all up there. Because to be honest, I don't want the geezer to get in trouble, because I believe that he's got a point. And you know, I know many men like that. If they catch you doing something, they will torture you and they will make you see the error of your ways. And my betting is that you lot won't ever go and burgle people's houses again after that experience there. When I had that happen to me when I was a little boy, those that have followed my story, you remember when I got caught, banged to rights, and the geezer came out the bath with a towel around him. I couldn't run or nothing. And he tied the telephone wires and was strangling me with them, and I was crying, but it didn't put me off, did it? But these are the things that can happen. Yeah. And this geezer is absolutely taking every single second to make sure that they understand themselves and the consequences of doing these things. But a bit over the top there, Gordon Bennett, watching them do that, with degrading them to the thing, because he probably feels degraded himself. Like, he feels belittled that you want to come in my house and violate it, and I've got to pick up the pieces when you're gone. But the only difference is that I've caught you doing it. So do you think that, you know, taking the law in your own hands sometimes is, you know, the best solution? Or is it really that he's committed an awful crime himself by doing that to them? But after all, they shouldn't be in there anyway. You see what I mean? So it's really, really, really a double-edged sword. But I'm telling you, this one here is the worst of its kind. I'm not saying that the owner was taking pleasure in what he was doing to them all, but they weren't acting too tough after he finished with them. And it's not funny in certain ways, but it is in certain ways when you do bad things. And this is the true extent of what can happen. And you really and truly, you're lucky to get out of there with your lives. So it'll be interesting to see what the debate is about that. I can guess that many of you are going to say, yeah, I mean, no, if I catch anyone, I'm not having it. I'm not having a bar of it. I'm going to do. But are they in the right? In some ways, but in later life, I say that they are. So I'm going to be up here. I'm doing a couple of videos today, and we're moving forward again. Loads of love to you all.